Hello, my dear gardeners. I'm checking my zinnias here. I planted them in this somewhat vertical location, and I'm not sure how they will take it, but looks like there are a lot of divisions here, and they're going to bloom. Look, the first bud is here. So, my dear gardeners, we are again doing the walk around the garden, what's blooming, and it looks like a lot of things are blooming these days. Look at Katrina rose, it's finally open, it blooms. And I really don't know if this is it or there would be even fuller blooms on Katrina. It's a baby rose, and when you look at Katrina by itself, maybe it's not a very impressive rose, like Generous Garden or other David Austin roses. In a minute, I'm going to show you Lady of Shalott in fullest blooms. Gorgeous. But when you see the beautiful Generous Gardener with these big, massive blooms, strong, dark foliage, and then your eyes are falling onto the green apple foliage of Katrina with nice soft pinks and a lot of blooms, but they're small. The contrast is nice. I like it. There should be contrast in the garden where big performers are taking the stage, and then more quieter, but at the same time charming roses have their place. And I'm expecting big results from this rose. I assume it's going to go really big. It is planted close to the house, but I like it. I really like it here. It doesn't have really a strong scent like Generous Gardener. All right, Generous Gardener is continuing its blooms. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And some of the viewers asked me, how do I keep my roses healthy? Well, you know what? The biggest thing they taught us in master gardening class was you have to look at the pest, which is bothering your plants in your garden. You have to learn the life cycle of that pest and see which cycle space is the weakest and where you can disrupt, go in either with manual destruction or with sprays or whatever you need to do, and you break that life cycle. And now we are going to look at Lady of Shalott. Lady of Shalott, ladies and gentlemen, to your attention. I'm going to do a 2024 review of this rose because I am dealing with this beauty for so many years in my garden, and I know it so well. Look at this. It is moving into this softer pink colors. Look at this. All that orange is disappearing. Oh, the beauty of the blooms. My cameraman is having a little bit too much fun here. Okay, so Lady of Shalott is blooming galore. We're expecting huge rain tomorrow, so I have a feeling a lot of these blooms would be spent, but for your enjoyment. Look at this beauty. And I have a feeling that I have to take this branch off because my Lady of Shalott doesn't like it hanging all over it. At the back, look at the back, New Dawn opened its blooms. And you know what? I like the timing of New Dawn coming in here because you see the beauty bush is getting somewhat dull. Behind there is azalea, pink azalea, also getting quite dull. And the clean, bright color, this paper white pink of New Dawn is really good there against that somewhat dull background. And I'm going to really take care of the New Dawn there because it's a new rose, it's just 2-3 years old. It's taking its slow time, I'm getting a little impatient with it because I wanted to conquer the whole arch here. And all the gardeners are the same basically. I want to plant my rose like those baby roses, and I want them to be big and bushy right away. That doesn't happen, so I'm just warning you. If you want something as big as Lady of Shalott here, you have to wait at least 5 years for it to become strong. So I want to deprive you from that frustration that you bought your rose and for 2 years it's not doing nothing. That's how it is. It's not supposed to do anything huge. Look at my spirea. Nice and beautiful. I planted them 2 years ago. This one is a little bushier here. Oh, it is suffering from mildew. Okay, we have to spray you. I will try the mix of milk and water. Yeah, it's quite a lot here. Interesting. Spirea here is the first year. Took off quite well. Likes the condition here. That bush is a little bit less bushy than this one. And you know what I noticed? That rabbits do like to eat the branches, at least at the beginning of the spring. So this is spirea here. And you know what I realized? I never showed you my Olivia Austin rose. Let's go and check her out. And on the way, let's see, sedum is doing its usual beautiful job. This year, my salvia, you see salvia there, that pot was in the garage overwintering, and usually that plant is the first one to be eaten by beetles. So last night I saw the first leaf being eaten. Come here and see. Beetles are a little bit late for the party. Roses are already blooming. Look at this damage. Usually they are brown beetles and they feast in the evening. So if you want to get outside when it's dark, you will see brown beetles flying around in my garden. But they're a little bit late. I'm happy that my roses are blooming and beetles are not here yet, although we don't have a lot of beetles. This is, what is this? Gooseberries, right? Yes, this is gooseberries. Gooseberry picks well, and I didn't plant them out yet. I should do it very soon. Sedums is doing its own job together with weeds. And then my yellow rose, look at this. How many blooms this is going to be. A gentle rose with a nice soft scent here. And here is Olivia Austin. This is its third year, and in spring it was so congested inside that I decided to give it a nice trim to kind of loosen the space in between, and it was a mistake because some of the branches, look at this, some of the branches didn't have support and they just flopped and fell, and some of the branches are so strong and big, they shoot high. Unless this is the way Olivia Rose is going to mature. You know, it's going to be a tall, strong shrub, and this year at the end of summer it will start sending strong shoots. And this is how she is going to be. You know, all the shrubs, rose shrubs, they're different. They grow with their different habits. Some of them are arching. Looks like Olivia Austin here, these stems are really upward facing. And last year, Olivia Austin was behaving just like this, having stems which were falling to the ground. Maybe this is the stage of maturity. I'm not sure. I'm going to look how Olivia Austin will behave at the end of the summer. But very healthy rose. It has plenty of air there, you see, because I trimmed it so badly. But I think I'm not going to do it next time. Next spring, I'm not going to trim her inside. And see what happens, how Olivia Austin is going to like it. But foliage is super healthy. Here are spent blooms. So this is a space for Olivia Austin. And by the way, my little birdhouse, somebody knocked it off. And when I came from Ukraine, I was visiting Ukraine in spring. When I came back from Ukraine, I didn't see it. It was laying down there in the shrubberies. Nice little flowers are keeping birds company here. Nobody occupied that space yet. 2 roses from the front I'm going to show you. Look at this. And I know you saw already the blooms, but I just can't have enough of them. And they are really small yet. Look at this. And there are plenty of them here. They're a little bit low. This is Eden rose. Oh gosh, look how big and beautiful these blooms are, right? So hopefully next year they will be a little bit higher on this support. And Oh, this rose is getting a little bit old, right? New ones are opening. Let's put them there for me to see them when I open the door in the house. And one more rose. I almost forgot about it. It's Shropshire Lead. It's somewhat thickish, and I do confirm it is plagued by black spot at the end of the summer. Let's go and see it. Way to Shropshire Lead. Let's see the peonies. They are blossoming. Look at this. Again, the peonies are in bloom. Aren't they lovely? I can see why people would have a lot of peonies in the cut garden, where you just cut them and bring them into the house. They look so nice. Lovely. And a nice scent, you know. All right, Shropshire Lead. I wanted to show you. Oh, this is spent. Here they are. They're just starting to open up, and the ladybug is right there. Yeah, they're spent. I wanted to show you. Here is one. Oh, here it is. Oh no, it's spent too. Here is one. Look at that. This is Shropshire Lead. It's a climber. It has space there, all right, but it needs to climb, you know, so it needs a support here. Again, the famous phrase of mine this year: we will get there. My garden after the rain is totally delicious, and I know a lot of blossoms fell, but everything is so soaked with moisture, and we needed this rain. We didn't have it for more than a week. Looks like all the roses are going to perk up again and delight us with their blooms. Let's look what stood and what fell here in my garden, which blossoms are doing fine. All right. Olivia Austin. Not many blossoms lost. Olivia Austin has a tendency to age her blooms on the stem, something like this. I'm not sure if I like it very much. Better for those petals to fall and leave a clean, nice hip here. Well, that's Olivia Austin, but she's extremely disease resistant. And she started her blooms, not affected by the rain whatsoever. Look at these gorgeous things. The rain for Lady of Shalott was too much for the stems. They all bent down. Lady of Shalott generally has arching stems, so rain kind of intensifies it, but blooms stood, you know. Later during the day, Lady of Shalott will perk up again, and look, you can see the transition of blooms here very well, starting very orangey and then going into pinks, and now it's almost whitish, pink white. Oh, full of the rain. I have a feeling when I shake off these stems, she's going to perk up, because the water is kind of heavy here. Let's see how Generous Gardener did. Generous Gardener is just happy producing new blooms. Fell also a bit, not much. Generous Gardener is famous for the end of the season, the blossoming season, have these long stems almost falling down, and rain just intensified that feature. Look, this is what I mean. The stem bends down under the weight of the flowers. Oh, how beautiful these blooms are. I wish you can smell them because they smell so good. I see that at the back of the garden Parfuma Rose opened her first blooms. New Dawn also is opening up, and I see the first clematis coming up. All right, let's see those blooms too. Hello, new blossoms of the season. Here comes the chipmunk. Oh. We got our baby birds in the bird house. And here is New Dawn. Parfuma Rose. It's not her most open bloom. Very clean color. Here's the second one. Oh. Oh, the buds. The boxwood hedge hugs this side of the garden very well. Maybe I'm going to trim it today. Oh, the cardinal is walking around. Let's see if he will jump to say hello. Oh, he flew away. Let's see how Katrina did. Katrina did all right. She is standing strong. Oh, there is a bumblebee right in her blossoms. I like this sight. I'm curious how New Dawn is doing. It's a very... Oh, here's our friend rabbit. Hello, mister. Little Johnny, we call him. Yes, run away. Queen of Sweden doesn't have any issues with the rain whatsoever. Okay, look at this. It's facing up, full of water. It is full of water, but standing straight. But good. Now I'm curious about New Dawn. Let's see what's going on here. All right, not bad, honestly not bad. This is an old bloom, so it's getting older. Oh, she fell. So heavy from the rain. She fell. No, but not bad. It didn't lose its petals. I kind of like it. Look, here is a new one. The new blossom just came out. A little bit too low. Oh, New Dawn. Oh, but this one fell. Look at this. It was without support. It fell. Okay, I will take it inside the house. Very sturdy. Didn't lose any petals of yet. Look at these flowers. They all bend their heads, including Desdemona rose. Didn't lose the petals. Lovely, lovely. Didn't. Very good. Let's see how Shropshire Lad did during the rain. Oh, the scent here. Oh my gosh, look at this. Lovely flowers. They're so full. Some of you who live in Great Britain and you went to the display gardens of David Austin, and you said that Shropshire Lad had the most impressive display there. Gorgeous blooms, right? Beautiful. Oakley hydrangea at the back fell a little bit, not much. Very good. Oh gosh, Generous Gardener keeps pumping those blooms out. Very good. So this is the life of the garden. before and after the rain. Happy gardening.